How do you spell your last name? Shemaine? Oden? That's like Norwegian mythical lore. I don't know why a black woman has an Oden last name. Are you claiming I'm a Native American that was involved with slavery? Oh, you made a false accusation against me. You just accused me of slaving your people as a Native American. You're in trouble, bitch. My tribe will fucking take you to a court of law that you fucking did that shit. She spells her last name as Oden. That's a variation of mythological Norwegian lore. Odin, the god. So Shemaine Oden just accused me of enslaving her people, and I'm a Native American. I have nothing to do with slavery, and my tribe has nothing to do with slavery of African Americans or Black Africans or any variation of Black Africans or Blacks, the N-words. But she's messing with the wrong fucking Native American. You don't fuck with a Native, bitch. And she went and fucking did that shit on purpose. And she's smiling and laughing around about it. She can hear me. The door is open. The door is open. She can hear me. Yeah, Shemaine also wanted reparations. I feel like we're all being hostage right now by Shemaine Oden. I need the camera footage pulled as well. Law enforcement will be involved. Officer Nordick, Nordick. Did she mention to you that I'm not an American government citizen?
Yeah, she did mention that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're through your tribe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just registered and enrolled with the tribal MHA for Berthel.
Okay. Have you talked to them at all?
No, this whole situation is unfolding at the moment. So a bunch of these people here that are claiming to be the staff are using false names. So I did a complaint grievance form, and I did, what's your name? Oh, Lemieux. Oh, you're the one that framed me for drinking. So I sent a complaint grievance form over to the police department, and I let them know that the situation is unfolding. They're having an identity crisis here.
When did you do that?
Yesterday.
Okay.
So I left a copy of that complaint grievance form with Officer Versfeld.
Okay. Okay.
And I sent that complaint grievance form to the rest of the people that I trusted. And everything went sideways for me. It seemed like everyone was working against me for reporting crimes. There's nothing mentally happening here. People are recording as well through their own experiences that these ones are using false names and different names than what they originally told other people. So like, for example, Christine here, whenever she started here, she told me her name is Christine. And then later on, she addressed herself as Kristen instead. So she's not Christine anymore. So I don't know what the, don't gaslight me. I'm not an American citizen. You can't do this. The best you can do is just deport me. But I'm a Native American, so where would you be deporting me to? So, yeah, so just the situation that involved an identity crisis is happening here. My name is Brandon G. Dubois. I was disrespected by your jail justice system already. They threatened to deport me as a Native American. They threatened to throw me in jail more for being a Native American. They called me savage. They called me a filthy Native American. I reported many of this stuff. They abused me over there. I reported many of it. So I don't know why none of that got to the national news either.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so that situation aside, there's law enforcement that I encountered over there that were using false names, false identities.
Yeah, to the jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were using false names and everything. But that situation seems to have come over here, where they're using false names. They're scared to use their last names. They're scared to use their first names, that they change it. But they shouldn't be scared to use their first names or last names, because you're protected by your middle initial if you have a middle name, but you're supposed to have a middle name. That's what protects you. So you can use your first name and last name legally. But that situation here is happening where they're not using their first name and last name, and now they're changing their first names for some reason, and it's really suspicious activity. It's criminal. But yeah, Versfeld is aware that this situation is going on. They're addressing it today, and then they're trying to falsely hospitalize me because I'm reporting it. That's a threat. So I got threatened by Shemaine. Her last name is Oden. She also threatened me that I enslaved her people as a Native American, and she demanded reparations. So she made a false accusation. It's recorded. She's actually in real trouble because I had nothing to do with slavery and reparations. So she made a serious accusation that Bree is in there and is a witness. So she started throwing out all these things at me as well. But there's a serious situation unfolding here. It's an identity crisis with them. But they're trying to falsely portray me as needing to be hospitalized, and there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just reporting it.
Okay.
So
I mean, I don't know that I've ever talked to you before, so I guess I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with you or your history or anything like that as far as like your interactions with us. So I'm just trying to get like both sides of the story. I've talked to her. Obviously, I'm talking to you now, so I'm just kind of trying to.
yeah, so she went to drastic measures. She just assumed false authority and command over this entire situation. She just overrode everyone's authority. And then she started making accusations of this and that. I told her I have dreams. I have bad dreams like normal people do. She learned about it, and she's trying to weaponize it against me. She's trying to get me hospitalized against my will because I have dreams. But I told her, you can't do that. I'm not an American citizen any longer. I denounced being an American citizen. That's illegal. That's abduction and kidnap. So she's technically trying to get me abducted and kidnapped. But she assumed false authority. She's on the computer right now. That's not her computer. She's not supposed to be on that computer. Bree should have stopped her from getting on the computer.
So, basically, I'm just going to be straight up with you, okay? I have no reason to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. In my opinion, if I start lying to you and you find out that I'm lying to you, I'm going to lose all credibility with you, right?
Okay.
So I'm not trying to fill you full of it or anything. So what the process that we're looking at doing right now is to get you to the hospital, yes. Okay, and I understand your position on that. However, if a judge signs that petition, we have to take you. No.
Did a judge sign it at the moment? Because this is relatively new, this situation.
Yeah, so no, a judge hasn't signed it yet. So I'm gonna make a proposition to you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We can do this a couple different ways, okay? One, we can take you to the hospital if you feel more comfortable with us taking you. We can take you to the hospital, you can get checked out. If the doctor says, nope, there's nothing wrong with you, then they'll kick you loose.
Okay, so you guys are...
Just hear me out here for a second, okay? The second option is that if a judge looks at that and signs it, they're gonna keep you for a little bit longer and they're gonna do some more evaluations.
So the whole point I'm trying to make here is she has no diagnosis on me. She can't do that. Mm-hmm. You can't hospitalize people against their will for having dreams.
Mm-hmm. And
that's against the law.
Yeah, and she's not trying to do that, and that's where the judge comes into play.
Okay.
Okay, so she does her thing, and it's signed off by a judge. The judge gives us authority, and think about it as like an arrest warrant. It's not an arrest warrant, but it gives us that ability to take you into custody to bring you to the hospital.
Okay.
And honestly, man, I'd rather not do that if I can help it. I'd much rather have us bring you, or if you feel more comfortable with them bringing you, or whatever, just to go get checked out. And like I say,
I understand you guys are here to do your job, but there's also things that you have to follow as well.
Yep.
You understand that I'm a non-American citizen. Mm-hmm. I denounced being an American citizen because I was being disrespected by this government. Mm-hmm. So that's all recorded with the justice system. They don't have the records here. They didn't know I was a former American citizen. Mm-hmm. So they think they can trample all over my rights and laws, and they think they can do this to me. So we're having miscommunication here, but I allow them, the medical field, to get a hold of that statement that I am not an American citizen any longer. Okay. So that needs to be happening between the justice system and the medical field.
Yeah, so in order to do that, though, we would need to talk to the medical field, and as you pointed out, none of us are medical professionals. Okay. I assure you, if I was a medical professional, I would not be here talking to you right now. I'd be making a lot more money somewhere else.
So just a moment.
Yeah.
So the hospitalization situation that you guys are talking to me about, where would it be, technically?
Where do you want to go? We could go either to Sanford, or we could go to St. Alexis, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. So just a moment. Because I know this is an abduction kidnap situation. I'm going to keep claiming abduction kidnap. So there's many things that are going to happen here. You're going to get in trouble for this whole situation because I'm not an American citizen, and you understand that. They understand it now, and that. Okay.
Can I just explain that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so if a judge signs off on this, it doesn't matter citizenship. Citizenship has no authority over that. If a judge signs it, we have to take that person.
So I would like to contest that.
Okay.
Other governments, I want to consult other governments, NATO, the United Nations as well, and other monarchies. Because I legally came into my monarchy, Native America, through denouncing this American government citizenship situation, and I retained my Native American sovereignty. So we are having a situation here that is a legal hell for the American government and myself as well. But you're going to get in more trouble than I am. So she's caused a huge situation to happen, and she claims to be from Penn State, and she's using an irregular name as well. But the whole situation, I'm understanding that I'm going to be hospitalized against my will, which is abduction, kidnap. So I need to know, and you explained it's either hospital I want to go to?
Yeah, whichever one.
So there's St. A's, or what was the other one?
St. Alexis or Sanford.
St. Alexis and Sanford? Okay. So I can't be taken legally back to the Jamestown State Hospital because they should have been aware of the situation. I already acknowledged and let them know through the justice system that I'm not an American citizen. And they acknowledged that I was abducted, kidnapped as well through a Candy. She's a medical professional named Candy, but she's the one that takes the information and puts it into the computer whenever I get over there. So I was taken over there twice at the Jamestown State Hospital. Yeah, so they acknowledged that I was in an abducted, kidnapped situation. and I'm not an American citizen any longer. So how long am I going to be at this hospitalization situation?
I can't give you that. That's up to the doctor. Again, I'm not a medical professional, so I can't tell you. I can tell you this though. I've brought people to the hospital, and it seems like they're walking out right after I am. So it could be a few minutes. It could be a couple days. I don't know how long it would be.
If you go voluntarily, it depends entirely up to what that doctor says that sees you at that moment.
Okay.
And like you said, it could be like 5-10 minutes.
Because I'm
the next day. It really depends on how that conversation goes.
Yeah.
If it's the scenario where there's a court order, that could be anywhere from 10 minutes up to a week.
Okay.
And that doesn't necessarily mean the judge can say, well, he's good, or I'm sorry, I misspoke. It doesn't necessarily mean the doctor can say he's good, let him go. The doctor, he can say that, but he has to get the judge to release you on that one. So going the court order process just all around makes it so you're going to be at the hospital longer. Okay?
Okay, so this is where you guys are confused and you're not educated in this issue. I'm not an American citizen.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He's already said that.
Yeah, so the judge,
from Zimbabwe and we can still do this.
once the judge signs off on that, it doesn't matter his citizenship.
Okay, yeah. So
It's
what I'm trying to be helpful here.
yeah, I got you.
I'm trying to be voluntary to an extent, because a huge situation is about to unfold publicly and in the news. This could be national news right now, and you want to be on your best professional behavior, unlike them.
So ultimately, you have to follow the rules of the place you're at.
Yeah.
Right? If we were in wherever you claim citizenship, we
Yeah.
would have to follow the rules there.
Yeah.
Okay? You are here, doesn't matter if you're an American citizen or not. You're in America, you have to follow the rules.
So
of
the reason why I
place.
started recording is because she threatened to hospitalize me without context.
I got you.
And then she started making up all this stuff as she went along.
Did we help?
And then she threatened to hospitalize me because I'm having dreams and visions. So that is out of her jurisdiction as well. But I am assuming, and I'm very confident, I'm going to get out of this hospital the same day that you take me over. They're going to discharge me because I'm not an American citizen. You can't hospitalize people for having dreams. Mm-hmm. They have sleep studies for that. You can't. That's not hospitalization. They do it willingly, voluntarily.
So for what it's worth,
Unless you have the technology to see my dreams.
Sanford, they do sleep studies.
Yeah.
I don't know if that interests you or not, but it may be something to look at.
Yeah, I was interested in that.
Yeah.
I was talking to her that before she tried to weaponize it against me.
Okay. So let me ask you this, then. Would you be willing to go with us to the hospital then, just so we can get this all cleared up and move along with
I can voluntarily go over by walking. Just because I don't want you guys to get in trouble for arresting me. For falsely arresting me. Mm-hmm. But I can show up over there. I need to get out of this place as well. I technically have 12 to 18 months here. Mm-hmm. So this is a really big situation happening for them. It's just going to keep unfolding. The situation is just going to keep unfolding for them until they finally get exposed.
Yeah. So did I understand you right that you were in Jamestown and then the Jamestown State Hospital, and then you got released from there?
Yep.
When was that you got released?
I got released last year, and I was in police custody again for a couple of months, and I attended court. Mm-hmm. So that situation involved a Zachary Stephen Halpin, another officer. Okay. So they tried to charge me for assaulting a police officer. They charged me with a felony, so I got convicted for it already. Mm-hmm. But they didn't have proof and evidence, so he made it up. And I don't recall biting him. I didn't bite him. Mm-hmm. So he made a false statement against me, and they don't have it recorded either of me biting him. Mm-hmm. So he just made something in a court of law and got me stuck with a felony. So I'm kind of angry at the moment at this government, and that's one of the main reasons why I left the American government.
It's understandable.
Yeah. So, but I'm willing to walk over to the hospital. Like, I don't want to be in a police cruiser.
Yeah, and I don't blame you there.
Yeah. Because I technically didn't break any laws here.
Yeah. So that would be the stipulation of this, though, is that if you're willing to go to the hospital, then we would have to bring you over there.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that you necessarily need to go in cuffs behind your back or anything like that. It would just mean
An escort?
we would just have to bring you over there.
Okay. So I'm willing to voluntarily be involved, I am recording. The first half of the video went out to the public already of her tantrum. So that publicly went out. Everything's going to hit national news. It's going to be all over the BBC and all the other broadcast nations from other governments and monarchies.
No problem.
But I just want to document. I want to record as well, leave my phone recording this whole process. Because I do have my phone on me.
Yeah, so.
So technically as a non-government citizen, I need to protect myself and I need to keep recording. You guys can stay silent on a ride all the way over there. I could stay silent as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just as long as there's nothing hostile or confrontational.
As long as you keep being like this, man, I don't have a problem with you being like this. This is nothing.
Okay. I just want to make sure I have my wallet on me.
I just can't say that the hospital's gonna let you keep that. I don't know. I don't know what their policy.
But there
is.
should be cameras in there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
100%. Well, so if it makes you feel any better, there are cameras in our cars too.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be recording the whole way over there.
What's the name of your? Oh, they're Axon body cams.
Yep. Axon body cameras.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're all recording and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, you can do a public record request and you can have that at your disposal at any time.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
after this is all done, right? Like I mean, we have to work our way through this process, and like you can't go there tomorrow and probably get it. Like it's going to take a little bit of time, but there'll be. I mean, if you want the Axon video, absolutely, you can go over there and do a public record request.
Okay. Well, now that I know that public record request, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm willing to do this to prove that I'm not crazy.
Perfect.
That there's real criminal activity happening here. That's why I'm helping out.
To me, that's the better way to do it. Is just to like, hey, look, I'm not crazy. I'm not going through anything right now. I'm just I don't claim citizenship of this nation.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal.
It's in the news right now that the American government is allowing citizens to renounce their American government citizenship. That means the American government is allowing people to go in, renounce their American government citizenship. That means they're able to go in and they tell the American government they don't want to be an American citizen any longer, and they forfeit being an American citizen. So the American government ships them out as deportation. So that's what the American government is going through now. But the American government isn't publicly disclosing the denouncing the American government situation. That's where I'm coming from. So if you don't want to be an American, most people usually renounce their government citizenship status, and then they get deported out of America. But for me, I'm just denouncing the American government citizenship. I'm acknowledging the American government as a witness that it is committing wrongdoing and criminal acts, and that it needs to be punished. And that's removing me as an American government citizen status. So I'm a former American.
Yeah. Okay. So let me talk to her real quick.
Okay.
We'll get this all squared away, and if you're good with going with us to the hospital, then we'll get that all squared away.
Okay.
What do you? Do you have a preference on what hospital we go to? Sanford or St.
We'll go to Sanford.
Sanford?
Yeah, I just need to make sure I have all my stuff on me.
Yeah.
I have a pen, I have headphones, I have my cell phone, and I have my wallet.
Are you willing to show me the stuff that's in your pocket?
Battery. So I play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you just clear them all out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play Pokemon Go, so.
Right on.
And I document, so I write things in ink.
Yep. Is there anything in your wallet that I need to know about?
Just my identities,
Okay.
my bank accounts information, just some small bills.
May I look at your ID? Can I just write it? Okay, I just want to write down your name and date of birth so I don't misspell it. No, the one with your. Oh, yeah,
That's
that
the
was-
former.
yeah, that was-
I used to be an American citizen, so this is one. But that's my tribal enrolled identification card. And the address on it is where I get my mail sent, because my auntie lives here.
1888.
Yep, that's my birthday.
Thank you.
But yeah, she made a hostile threat to me. And she tried to weaponize that I have dreams. So I have bad dreams, and I've been having bad dreams since I was a little kid.
Like night terrors, or what kind of?
Kind of like night terrors. Sometimes I wake up and I startle myself awake, but I don't get violent in my dreams. But I startle myself awake sometimes. But anyways, they're that bad. And they stopped in my teenage years, and then they picked back up occasionally. But I let her know that I was having dreams and visions, and she's trying to weaponize it against me. I don't know what she's claiming. I don't know if she's claiming that I'm a threat to humanity or something for me to be hospitalized. I mean, I'm witnessing things and I'm reporting them. I shouldn't be getting hospitalized for reporting criminal activity I'm seeing in my dreams.
Have you noticed anything that kind of triggers these dreams?
Sleeping. I'm a normal human being. I sleep, eat, drink, and I do my normal body functions.
So like some people, if you have, certain things happen during the day, they'll have a certain kind of dream, right? Anything like that?
No. Can I put this back on me?
Yeah.
Okay. All my items and belongings. Because they usually steal my cell phones whenever they arrest me, and they never give my cell phones back. And that's a lot of charges on the government and the Bismarck Police Department already. They still have charges that still need to be addressed. Since I'm not an American government citizen any longer. So the Bismarck Police Department has theft of property charges on them. Identity crisis situations as well. There's law enforcement at the Burley Morton County Detention Center, jail system that are claiming to be using different names as well. They're running into walls and doors. What else am I supposed to do with my time there except monitor law enforcement interaction as well? And they're running into doors and walls like they're having mental problems or something. Yeah, it's very suspicious activity. It's the same activity happening here. There seems to be a lot of false authority happening, I'm witnessing. Like people that don't have authority keep assuming false authority and then trying to frame me or make me look bad. But it's getting recorded and witnessed. I'm getting tired of this situation. It's getting to the point where it's escalating, where law enforcement and the medical field are getting involved. But you can't frame people just for eating. You can't frame people for doing normal things, especially against non-American government citizens.
Do you think it's something like that's localized to like a certain place, or is it?
No, it's unfolding all over the world. It's unfolding all over the world. If you watch the news, I don't know if you watch the news. You probably don't.
Local stuff.
Local stuff. I watch the world news and local stuff because World War III was announced by Australia, and it was in the news on the internet. But yeah, so we are technically in World War III, so that gives me more reason to leave the American government as a former citizen. I don't want to be involved in World War III, especially if the president started that fight himself. If we have no reason to be in World War III or any war, I will not be participating in World War III as an American government citizen. I will be documenting as a planetary Earth citizen, as a Native American sovereign of a monarchy called Native America. But you don't understand power of attorney. So I have power of attorney as well. So I'm able to take all my family's lands, especially if the tribal chairman were to become deceased in a way, or suspicious activity were happening with my tribe. I could take over all the land, not just my family's land, and keep it safe for myself and everyone else that I need to protect.
It's a big responsibility.
Yeah, especially for the American government that's starting World War III. And the Australian news already acknowledged and documented that the World War III was started by the American government. And that's on the news, that's on my public persona profiles, information that's public for the knowledge of public safety as well, public knowledge.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't mess around with knowledge or information. I'm a nonviolent person. I like to do things nonviolent way so no one gets hurt. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for the situation to unfold.
Okay.
I don't understand where she got her authority from. But yeah, Penn State would be very interested to find out that she is accusing Native Americans of causing slavery, and she demanded reparations from me. That sounds like a hostile situation. That sounds like a situation that she is a terrorist, making demands, illegal demands. You don't just demand reparations for people, especially when they had nothing to do with slavery.
Right.